Well, welcome back to Doc's Hot Shop and Forge. Today is a bit of a clean-up day. Not super exciting, I know, but we will make something to make the tidy up a little more interesting and go a little bit better. So the aim today is to try and turn this area into a more efficient steel storage area. So let's try and get this to something a little more organised. My steel / wrought iron pile is a mess, as you can see, and this needs some organising urgently. So what better excuse than this to build a stock rack and to have a really good rummage through the junk pile. This stock rack will be made from some heavy wall 50 by 50 SHS, which will make up the feet and the verticals. I'll be using some 30 by 30 SHS for the shelves. Any bracing required will be made up of whatever I can find in my scrap pile. So I know that there's a good length of gal pipe that's fallen off something, that's a part of somebody's tray rack or something I found on the side of the road at some point. So I'll probably be using that and maybe some flat stock for bracing. The rack will be around about 2.3 meters long, and I will have uneven spacing between the support elements. So one side will be short at around about 1.3 meters, and the other will be nearer the 2 meter mark, so that I can support short stock on one end, longer stock in the middle over the other end, and the normal length stock that I get, which is between 2.5 and 3 meters for new stock, can go over the entire length. I will still need some smaller bins for the small scrappy bits of wrought iron, but those will come as I can. I'm thinking some small oil drums maybe, if I can get my hands on some cheap. But in the meantime, let's get started on that rack. Now, I was gifted 4 of these. One of them's over at the cutting bench to become the feet of this heavy wall 50mm RHS. So these are going to become the uprights. I have some 30mm square section, which I'll make the shelves from. And this will be a cantilever design, so that these will be quite far back on the feet with the shelves hanging over the feet, so the weight of the material on it will keep it stable. Now, because I've not bolted it to the floor, I am going to put some cross bracing that I can easily cut if I need to move it in the future, which is always an option. I will put some pegs on the back. For those that are curious, these are 1.56 meters long. And I'm going to put the distance between the 3 elements at a bit less than 1.5 meters, as I get most of my stock in the 2 to 3 meter range. So, bearing in mind it's going to be a noisy day, it's a bit rainy, and this is a major road out front here. So let's try and get what we can done as best we can. For expedience, I'm going to make the shelves 35 centimeters deep. I know it's not a lot, but this is 1.9mm wall, and at some point I'm going to get creative and probably have to replace those with some heavier stuff and bolt the framework to the floor. But that leaves me one of these spare. That's going to become front bracing to keep the legs the appropriate distance apart. I'll need to find something to make a little bit of back bracing for it. I have some steel stuff I can use for that. So let's cut the shelves and see where we go to from here. Feet and shelves cut. Once we get those set up and we get some rough measurements on how far apart we want the columns, then we'll cut some bracing material, possibly out of some of this Alright, I'm going to clean up some of this stuff without having to weld through so much zinc. Nobody likes that. And then measure out where we want our shelves, which I'm going to lap, not butt joint, simply because it gives a little more security and potentially allows me to give the shelves a bit of back rake. So I'm going to make the offset at the back 15 centimeters. That leaves 32 centimeters. So once you take off that much, it means the shelves are always, weight is always going to be inside of the footprint. Alright, I'm going to draw some square lines, punch some guide marks, and then I'm going to grind off the zinc so that we don't have to deal with it. I'll grind off the bottom of these, and then once I've got the legs laid out, I will lay out where I want the shelves, and then I will do the same, grind out to remove zinc, because I don't need to be breathing the oxides more than I have to, and I can't wear my respirator with the welding mask. Alright, next step. Be able to find those once I've ground off the zinc. Okay, so I've laid out roughly where I want the shelves. Now you'll note one is reversed. On the far end, the other end. So gives you an idea. So the first shelf will be about half a metre up. Next shelf 450, and then the final shelf 400. It's not the biggest rack. But it'll certainly do the trick. So now I just need to tack these on, adjust them, make sure that I've got a little bit of back rake on them, and then we can start sorting out some sort of cross bracing here and some space here so we can get this into place. And we're ready to weld the top beads. Well, I know it's hard to see, but it's standing. Need to confirm that everything's square to the front brace, which is also a bit of a kick rail just to stop me bashing my toast bits as much as possible. 375. So that one is square. That's pretty amazing. And 6. Well, I think less than half a centimetre. I'd say that's square enough. Sweet. Should write these numbers down. Well, that's the big stuff sorted. Now I need to figure out a way to store all the small stuff. Probably going to need a few little bins or something just to have somewhere to put it all in. Well, there we go, mostly all sorted. wagon stuff up that end, plows, wagon wheels at the back, axles down low. Still need to find a couple of buckets to sort out all of the bolts that came with some of this stuff. But that is a lot better than it was. Well, it sure looks neater at least. Not much more to say that I haven't already mentioned, is there? So I'll leave it here. I hope you've enjoyed the build. If you'd like to support the channel, I now have a Patreon. Any donations will be just that, a donation. The content will always be free. There's a link down below in the description to my Patreon if you would like to take up that option. If you've enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up. Feel free to share on social media. And if you haven't already subscribed, I would love it if you subscribed. Hit the bell for notifications. At the moment we are running a giveaway until the end of January 2020 to celebrate hitting the 500 subscriber mark. Link there for that. So, as always, get out to your shop, have fun, but do stay safe, and I'll catch you for the next one.